Stay tantalized.
Stay tantalized, Roddy.
Tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing. Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Tantalizing. What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, the YouTube champ, Tantalizing Tony. Kira's off for the night yet again. She has once again bailed on me. So listen, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a weird night to watch wrestling. It was weird. I got to see most of this stuff, and then my granddaughter was here, and then I got home. It was weird. So listen, this might be a little shaky tonight, but guess what? I only have 2 real points to make anyway. So let's start off with this, okay? What happened with Tony? Yeah. So look, I have an issue with the way Dynamite started off. Dynamite starts off with this: Trent Beretta, Orange Cassidy, and Chuck Taylor. Get that graphic out of here, please. Thank you. I've got no problem with none of these guys. These guys are, these guys are cool. These guys are okay. Hello, Lily. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody in the chat. I'll address you all later because I want to get this out of my, this is just crazy. So let's start here. Let's go back to Sunday. The last thing I remember is that the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion is Swerve Strickland. Correct? Swerve Strickland, your brand new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Right? That's what I thought. And then you open the show with Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Chuck Taylor. Great storyline. Perfect. No problem at all with it. The problem I have with it is where they put it in the show. Now, if you're not going to put Swerve last, which is fine with me, don't you put him first? And not only are you putting him first, not only are you not putting him first, you're putting him in a match with Kyle Fletcher, who is great, and the match was competitive. First of all, I didn't see Samoa Joe wrestle tonight. Did you? But the AEW World Champion, who just went through hell to get to where he got to, with the Adam Page stuff, tag team with Keith Lee, and now beating Samoa Joe 3 nights ago, and you have him wrestling, he doesn't get his flowers, doesn't get a party, doesn't get anything, doesn't get to even talk on the mic and talk about how he has changed the game, how he didn't even get a chance to put Samoa Joe over, say, hey, yo, Samoa Joe, you're a great competitor, a great champion. Come on. This is crazy. He's the world heavyweight champion. How is he in a match? Not the opening match, the second match, and he doesn't get any mic time. And then I'm going to get to Moxley. And then you make the main event John Moxley versus Hobbs for the IWGP title, which is not the AEW world title, right? So, guys, I'm going to say some things, and some people are going to agree, and some people are going to disagree. But I want to tell you guys something. I learned something last night when I spoke to Lyric Swinton. Lyric Swinton opened my eyes on a few things. And this might not be popular opinion. But Lee Major, there it is. Where's the respect for this guy? He's the first ever black AEW World Champion. I don't have a problem with him being in a match. That's not a problem. I don't even have a problem going after the Orange Cassidy thing. What I have a problem with is that he wins the match. No vignette, no promo, no nothing. No nothing. So, and just for the record, everything's about race, whether it's negative or positive. My point is that this guy became the first black heavyweight champion, and he doesn't even get to address the fans at Daly's place where, number one, the crowd's small as hell, but fine, that's fine. But Daly's place is where AEW is built. AEW was built on the backs during COVID at Daly's place. And then that's where it all started, guys. And then he doesn't get to speak. But Jericho got to speak, and that promo was terrible. That promo was terrible. Okay? Jericho said what he needed to say. He's going to go against, what is his name? Shibata, right? Ain't it Shibata? He's going against Shibata. I like the Shibata thing with the little phone and whatever. But the whole thing just, blows my mind on how they did this. You know, let's do it this way, right? Let's say, and this is apple and oranges, but let's say the world champion of WWE was the second person to come out. And then he had a match and nothing to say after he just beat Roman Reigns. What if that was Cody? We'd be like, what? That goes to show you the difference in management and how they book and who they book. So look, I'm going to jump to the end. I don't got a problem with Tony Khan closing the show. I don't. That actually is a good storyline. That storyline is actually good. Tony Khan is the worst actor on earth. Just look at him. I know you're gonna hit me. I'm ready for it. I don't got a problem with Tony Khan being in the angle. If it helps ratings, God bless him. I don't got a problem with this going last. I don't got a problem with Jungle Boy Jack Perry clotheslining him or punch him in the stomach and him taking that terrible bump. I don't got a problem with the power driver. I got a problem with none of that. I don't got a problem with the ending. I think the ending was great. I think they did the right thing at the ending. I think let's start some trouble with the boss. It worked for WWE McMahon. It worked back then. They're going to try to recreate that. That's fine with me. But where is the flowers for Swerve Strickland? And this is a guy who's not a Swerve Strickland fan. Not because I don't think he's talented. I think he's great. I never followed Swerve in WWE anywhere else. Some independent scene. I think he's great. He's just not my cup of tea. But this guy has endeared the AEW audience, endeared all the wrestling naysayers, endeared everyone, and he gets nothing on his first night as AEW World Champion. You tell me I'm wrong. Richard Martinez has it right. Swerve was truly an afterthought today. Did not open or close the show. Yeah, he does deserve a Razzie, Jen. You're right. You know, and then here's the problem, guys. This is what the issue is, and people are going to disagree, and I don't care. This is a fact of the matter. People will say it's not a race thing. It is. It is. I'm not saying anybody's racist. There's a difference. But it's about race. We have other people who look like me or Kira or Humble who are watching this and they're waiting for a big moment. The guy's the world champion. He's not just the TNT champion. He's AEW's world heavyweight champion. He doesn't open the show. He doesn't close the show. He has a match that is a basic Dynamite match. Nothing special about it. And then no big celebration, no promo, no vignette, nothing. Come on, man. Give me a break. Say what you want to say, but it could be a bad booking decision. Of course, it's a bad booking decision, but that's where race comes into play. Would they book Cody like that? Would they book Christian like that? Swerve's charismatic. Swerve can talk. Swerve's got Prince Nana. That whole two-man combo there is incredible. You're telling me they couldn't figure out something to do to get this guy, at least before the match, let him speak? Let him let him thank Samoa Joe for everything he's done as AEW champion. Let him say, man, Joe was, as much as I wanted to kill him, this guy pushed me to the limit. Nothing. Exactly. Trick's win did feel special. I saw it after the fact. Trick Williams is a champion, right? Which is great. It goes to show you how one company knows how to book something and how another company doesn't. Now, is WWE great with every African-American wrestler? Of course not. And it's hard when you're a different race and you're in charge of another race. I don't know how that sounds, but you know what I mean? It's like me trying to tell a farmer in Idaho how to plant his potatoes. How does that sound here? I don't know. Anyway, I'm dismayed by that. It threw me off. And like I said, I'm not a guy who's into Swerve like that. I think Swerve's great, but I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to see Swerve. If I get to see the match, I do. And if I don't, I don't. But I'm with Lee Major. Totally disrespected him. That's just me. I'm looking at the chat here. The reason why they didn't run away is because who's going to yell at them? They're the EVPs. The only boss that's over them is Tony Khan. He's laid out in the ring. Tony Khan's the main boss, and then Nick and Matt Jackson are right under him. Why would they need to run? They could fire everybody in the company. There's no need for them to run. They're in charge. Once they beat up Tony Khan by what's the word I'm looking for? By process of elimination, they became in charge. No need for them to run away. They knew what they were doing. They're executive vice presidents. They get to sign their own checks. Tony Khan took a good pile driver. His head never touched. Maybe Nick Jackson should have dropped him completely because he still was holding on to him when his head wasn't touching the ground. But, what's up, Jake? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in chat. I'm just, look, I'm not an AEW. Look, I'm going to be watching more AEW, covering it more. And I'm going to tell you right now, because of, what's up, Hunter? Because of Lyric last night, I'm going to start getting more into New Japan and watching some other stuff. Just because I got to broaden my horizons. Let's get into some of the cards tonight. We'll come back to this Swerve thing later because I really want to talk about it. Can you count me out, please? I have no idea where I'm at. And guys, a lot of stuff I missed because there was a lot going on here tonight. But I'm so confused with the Shirakawa and Anna Jade deal. Who won that, Kira? Mina won that, but then Anna Jade's fighting on Saturday. What did this match even mean? Did this mean anything to anybody, or is it just a basic match? Uh-oh.
I gave you the notes, Father.
I don't have my glasses.
Well, basically, Mina and Mariah May. Might as well. Mina and Mariah May were a tag team in New Japan or something, Stardom. I don't remember, but yeah. So they have a connection, and then last week they had a viral moment, so they brought that back, and then Mina and Anna Jay went at it, and when Mina won, Mariah May came out with like champagne glasses to celebrate with Mina, and then Anna Jay attacked Mariah May, and then Toni Storm came out and helped out Mariah, and then Serena Deeb came out to call out Toni Storm.
Okay, so I'm already bored by this.
So this is their story.
It's not too good.
Well, what do you want? This is the story. What do you want me to
I'm not blaming you.
They are doing storytelling. I mean, I could see how people would see that. I could see how people think that this is a good storyline because they watch it every week, but I'm not too into it. I guess we're not too into it because we don't really know how this came about.
Let's keep it moving. Willow tonight. I appreciate you. Did you see the celebration?
No.
Then you can't help me. Did anybody see the Willow celebration? Yeah, I knew you did.
Willow, it was she came out with balloons. It was very Willow coated, and obviously Chris Statlander and Stokely were out there with her, and then here comes Mercedes Moné once again.
Steal the spotlight. Stop the party. I want you to get to that. So here's Mercedes again. So she came to enjoy her moment.
No.
So what happened exactly?
I have no idea.
Thanks.
I was on Twitter. I couldn't rewind because it was on Hulu, so I saw the little clips they did on Twitter, but it was a basic little promo battle. They were building up for their match at Double or Nothing
in Vegas.
And it wasn't much to it. I mean, we already knew the match was going to happen, so I guess this was just adding to the story. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. You got these two powerful women in the ring. Do you even feel the chemistry at all?
I mean, I didn't see.
But even to any time that Mercedes is on TV, do you feel her? You feel like she's a star?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
I don't.
I do. I think it's her presence and her flamboyance and arrogance is what makes her character. Well, I don't even know if it's a character.
Is she a heel? Is she a face? What is she? Do we know?
She's a woman for herself.
Okay, there it is.
A woman for herself. That's her.
Willow looked like $1 million, but look at Willow's face with that. She was like, "BITCH, who you think you talking to, girl?" Willow don't play.
They had a little brawl.
Smoke Man Joe, with all due respect, I respect your opinion.
No, it wasn't a brawl. Mercedes slapped Willow, and then Willow got torn apart. So there wasn't really like a fight. It was just a cheap fight.
Richard Martinez with a good comment here. Mercedes has been doing promos for 2 months. This hurts her. She debuted way too early, and she's now bringing the ratings. I can't disagree with that. Can you?
I don't know what it is because not to compare, but you got to compare the two companies. When Jade Cargill came to WWE, she wasn't even doing promos. She was just popping her face in every now and then. Then everyone like gave her a big hoopla when she actually started wrestling. So I don't know what it is about AEW. Mercedes is doing promos.
I can tell you exactly what it is. It's in the presentation. So, listen. Who's the better wrestler? Mercedes Moné or Jade?
Mercedes.
100%, right?
Okay.
Multiple world championships, right?
Okay.
Who's more likable?
Jade.
Why?
Because she's nice.
Why do you think? No, why do you think she's more likable? What do you think it is?
I don't know.
Presentation. Jade came in to WWE with the big hoopla. They presented her, showed her coming out of her big SUV, showed her with Triple H, showed her with Shawn. She showed up for that one NXT show, disappeared. Nothing to be said about it. Boom. Shows up at the Rumble, does a little thing, slams Nia Jax. She gets thrown out, whatever. She comes on SmackDown, little thing here and there, points at the WrestleMania sign. All these times, she hasn't really even had a match to this point up until WrestleMania, where she was in when she was in a tag team match, a 6-woman tag, where she was protected, and it was a 6-minute match, way too short, but it was to protect her. And people are still drooling over Jade. Presentation. She doesn't have to cut a major promo. She doesn't have to do a lot because they know how to give us a little bit, and they know we're not dumb. The problem with AEW and Mercedes Moné is this. They're giving her too much control, and this is where AEW falls flat. Tony Khan doesn't have enough people in the right position to push these storylines far. I don't want to hate AEW. And guys, I don't get to the chat right now. I apologize. I'm going to just keep talking for a while. I was watching JD from New York, by the way. And Sir Wilkins was on yesterday. And shout out to Sir Wilkins for doing a great job from the Job at Tears podcast. I realize I don't give enough of my serious opinion and my analysis on what's going on and give you guys a picture of what's happening. I'm going to do better with that. I got to start pushing this channel to the point where you guys can come here and get information. I don't give you guys any news. Every now and then I do. But there's going to be little differences. You're going to see them little by little because I feel like this channel is stagnant. I don't care about the 10,000. The 10,000 is over and done with. I'm looking to 100,000. I can't get there if I'm not more in tune with what's happening with the news, breaking some stuff, doing some stuff in the midday. Ango does stuff in the midday. Just 2 little stories, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. JD from New York, and Ango's going to be JD's co-host starting next week, I believe. I really implore you guys to watch JD from New York. You could love him or hate him, and he doesn't care, and I get that. I was the kind of person that said, JD, he's rants and raves. Nah, he doesn't. I watched him and Wilkins in the back and forth and how they really fed off each other. Even if they didn't agree on something, you could tell the knowledge from both of them was great. Wilkins came with a different point of view, being he's grew up differently and how he watches wrestling. And JD comes from a different point of view as well. And I noticed that they both explained to the audience, to their subscribers, to their watchers, their viewers, what was going on and why is this way and why they should go this way and why it's this way and why they should go that way. So from now on, you're going to see a little more of my my opinion of what's going on, but more of the standpoint on how it would be if I'm booking it. Now, of course, you guys are entitled to your opinion. Yeah, but you know what, Smoke Man Joe? It's okay to be biased. It's okay. That's human nature. I'm biased towards WWE. I don't hate AEW. AEW frustrates me because of stuff like not putting Swerve in the opening segment to introduce him as the world champion. That's just a drop in the ball, you know? And honestly, the rest of the card tonight, don't get me wrong, Ospreay, all those guys, high spot, great match. But this could have been on the pay-per-view. The match that Ospreay won, this match right here, this could have been on the pay-per-view. This match was incredible. They could have put the 6-man tag with Eddie Kingston, Edge, and who is it? Mark Briscoe. They could have used that for Dynamite. They're going to switch those out. And that's the problem with this thing. Like, this match here was a pay-per-view-esque match that they gave away for free at Daly's place. I get it. It's Daly's place. It's where it all started. But then you don't give them the world champion in an opening segment. And that's my issue with AEW, that they don't know how to put stuff together. Now we got Jericho as the FTW champion. I could care less. Not because I don't like Jericho. I think Jericho's incredible. But who cares? And then the main event is this. We know who's going to win. It's the most predictable thing in the history of the world. We know he's not dropping the IWGP heavyweight title to Powerhouse Hobbs. Once again, Hobbs loses. This guy's big as a house. Loses again. And here we go with bad booking. And here we go with the race of Hobbs. I'm not trying to say this guy's got to be the champion, but this guy is a beast. Where's a title for this guy? You got Orange Cassidy carrying around a title as long as he had it. You got people that just are placeholders. This guy's a legitimate beast. Okay, he's not going to win. Book him to look strong. He passed out tonight. To Moxley? I'm sorry, guys. The thing about wrestling is wrestling has to be believable. And I'm not saying it's not believable. I'm not saying it doesn't look believable. But if these two guys are in a fight in an alley, you think Moxley come out alive? Come on. This look at these two. Yeah, Moxley with us. He's tough. He ain't beating this dude. He ain't beating this dude in a fight. Tom Gardner says Hobbs' title is around the waist of Swerve. I don't even know you can make Hobbs champion. Loses too much. Not believable. Because he loses so much. Toni Storm is the best women's wrestler at AEW. I mean, Toni Storm's good. They're booking Toni Storm right, but I think Toni Storm has all this control, and I think she's doing everything. Guys, this is how it ended. Look at this. Look at this guy laid out. Tony Khan is the worst actor on earth. Yeah, Richard, I don't know if Hobbs got hurt or not. I really wasn't paying attention because I was just trying to figure out what's happening with why they even doing this match. But you got the two EVPs, one of the pillars, and you got the Rainmaker standing over the boss. Now, if they're going to go this route, they got to go all in. Exactly. Shane Taylor lost to Orange Cassidy. Shane Taylor's a beast. Toni Storm is the second women's. Oh, Kira's the first. Tom Gardner says you're the first. Here goes the thumb. That was quick. Thank you, Tom. Look, I'm in for this. These are one of the booking decisions I like. You bring back Jack Perry, who they're going, oh, cry me a river. Great. They're using something that happened in real life in the storyline. Love it. That's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to take real life. Now let's keep it going. Now like Tom says, will Tony Khan fire these guys? They'll come in with some kind of ironclad contract that they can't be fired as EVPs, and they're protecting their boy Jack, which is fine. I like the deal right there. I like that. But with this, you got to follow up. Right now, they should be on Twitter going back and forth. Kira, check Tony Khan's Twitter. See if anything's going back with the EVPs, Nick Jackson, Jungle Boy. See if they say anything. Because right now, I'd be on Twitter starting this, building this up for next week. Right? I think if they were smart, they should have had Tony Khan get carried out in a stretcher and keep him off TV for a while. Excuse me. I'm just saying that this is a good angle, and they could do good money with this if they do it right. Now, Tony Khan can't fight. Now we got to figure out who are the opponents. Who's Tony Khan's backup? You know, I'm excited to see this. Believe it or not, I like this angle. I like this little 4-man faction. The only thing about him is the only person that looks like a badass is the Rainmaker. The other three, I beat the crap out of all three of them at the same time in a street fight. These guys couldn't beat the way of a wet paper bag. I'm just keeping it 100. Richard Martinez, I'm going to give them a chance on this one, but I know what you're saying. I agree with you that, yeah, they've let us down a lot, but I'm going to give them a shot on this one. I'm going to give AEW the chance to do right by us on this one. Because if they do, it's great storytelling. Tony's going to get Edge with Edge Christian. Oh, you know what? First Edge got to drop that title. I like that idea, but we'll see. We're not going to make this a long night, guys, but I want to go back to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something different tonight. I am going to celebrate. I'm going to do what AEW should have done. I'm not a Swerve Strickland follower. I'm not one of these guys that, is a guy that could ever think of Swerve Strickland as a world champion. I think he's great. I was some as a secondary champion, IC, US, TNT, whatever it may be. Maybe MLW champion, TNA champion, but never as like a major company's champion. I was proven wrong. This guy put in the work. This guy was a former Marine. This guy was homeless for months, lived out of the sanctuary. And now he has fought his way from the bottom up, being released from WWE, where they didn't know what to do with this guy, which is they dropped the ball. And he has done something that no man, no African American has ever done. And that's become the world heavyweight champion of AEW. And I want to applaud him for that because that's an incredible accomplishment. Swerve Strickland, I know you're probably not going to ever see this, but if you do, if anybody ever shows you, I want to tell you thank you. I apologize that Tony Khan didn't have the wherewithal, the know-how to put you first and let you come out, get your balloons, get your streamers, get your flowers that you deserve. Being put in the match with Kyle Fletcher, and no disrespect to Kyle Fletcher, nobody cared because we already knew you were going to beat him. We don't care if it was an eliminator match. You're not going to lose your first match after winning the title. Not going to happen. So, Tony Khan, I know you're never going to hear this, but if by some miracle someone sends you a clip of this, do better. You did better for yourself at the end of the night. I think the booking's great. Book your boy Swerve better before you give the title to Ospreay. He deserves a good run. The guys put the work in. You got to reward hard work. That's all I'm saying. Let's take some questions. I'm getting out of here. Any questions in the chat? You said you did a preview on your YouTube channel? Tom, what's Tom's channel? Let me see. Hold on, Tom. Tom, let me try to find your channel for you, for everybody real quick. Oh, I know, guys. I made a comment Monday night about Opinion City Wrestling. Guys, here's Tom Gardner's channel, by the way. Give Tom Gardner a subscribe, please. He's a good dude. Copy. Very in tune to his wrestling knowledge vernacular. Subscribe to Tom. Yeah, the other night, Opinion City Wrestling was in here, and Anthony Blackwell Jr. does some work with them. And I made a comment. I said, I wiped my butt with 200 subscribers because they got 200 subscribers. It was a total joke. Did not mean to offend anybody. Opinion City. So I'm gonna do this for you one time. Opinion City, if you're watching, my apologies for offending you guys with my comment. It was not my intention. I never try to hurt anybody's feelings. Sorry. Opinion City. I'm trying to get the channel. There you go. I never try to hurt anybody's feelings. I never want anybody to feel some type of way. But guys, this is a oh, it's there. I was like, what is that sound? Sorry guys, I can't see where's not here. This is their channel, guys. Please subscribe to them as well. Please, thank you. So like I said something. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It was that sound before. It was the sound from the click, click, click. Can you hear me now, guys? Sorry. It was a sound from the music. Thank you. Like I said to Opinion City that I said something to them. I said I wiped my butt with 200 subscribers. Someone got offended by it. It was a joke. I'm not that type of dude. I know it's like to hustle and try to get to 200. It ain't easy. So congrats on that and my apologies. But I want to say this to everybody too. Everybody, guess what? Some things are jokes. Gotta deal with it. Everything's not that serious. Anyway, to Swerve Strickland, you deserve it. Congratulations on being champion. Hopefully they do better with Strickland because tonight was not an indication on what Tony Khan's going to do with the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. All right, any last comments in the chat? Because I'm going to bed. Anyone? Bueller? Instagram, what's up? I didn't even say hi to everybody. Well, Lance was on Instagram. Hello, everybody on Instagram. Billie Jean was here too. Wow, I always forget about Instagram. There's a lot of people on my Instagram that watch that don't come over to the YouTube side, which is weird. But thanks for you just showing up anyway. That good. Nothing else to say. Good night to you. I will get some rest. Guys, thanks for watching. Sorry it was a short show. No need to go into depth. AEW Dynamite was lackluster. And they dropped the ball with Swerve. I think they I can't say saved the show, but I think the closing story with Tony Khan, the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and the Rainmaker, I like it. See where it goes from there. You guys know the deal. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. We're on the road to 100,000. Forget 20K, 30K. We're on the road to 100,000. We're on the road to put that plaque on my shelf. See where the belt is right there? We're going to move that belt over and put my YouTube 100,000 plaque right there. That's right. I give it a C as well. Good call, Tom. Guys, have a great night. We're supposed to do a mock draft. Hit your notification bell so you know what's coming up. Something's coming up tomorrow. We'll see. Friday, Did you see the thumbnail for Friday, guys? Did you see what I put up? I'm gonna share this with you guys in case you missed it. Give me a second. YouTube Studio. That's the wrong one. I'm the worst. Hold on, guys. Here is the thumbnail for Mike P. Good to see you, bro. Love you, brother. Here's the thumbnail for Friday. Is it going to happen? Is Jacob Fatu SmackDown bound? Will he appear on Friday? Do I have inside information? Do I know something? Am I wrong? Tune in to see. Guys, hug your family members. Can I promise tomorrow? Pray. Because, of course, you got to pray to make it today. And for the lovely Kira. For Mikey, who's sleeping. For Big Bucks Bobby, who's playing a video game. I'm Tantalization Tony. Currently a YouTube champion until somebody takes it from me. And as always, do we all do best? And that's stay tantalizing.